between Vikings
Dyer's pick.
and Chicken Fighters just to let that hero through. Shadow Demon, yeah. It is. It's kind of a pushy meta at the minute. The Beastmaster Zen's still there. That has been contested. Keeper of the Light still there, which is pretty much a tier 1 pick, I think, for me in terms of supports at the minute. So I wouldn't be surprised if Alliance at least, it picked up one of the two here.
Radiant's pick.
Yeah, Keeper of the Light.
Keeper of the Light.
It's just such a strong hero. Like I was saying last match, the match before it, during the draft, that if you give it time and space, it builds and builds and builds like any hero would. But from level 2, when you have the Illuminate and the Solar Bind, if you have someone else alongside you, even if it's only, was it like 15% less magic resistance? Yeah, even at level 1, minus 15% magic resistance, or 15% magic resistance reduction. I'm not sure if the maths works out the same thing. Anyway, even at level 1, you've got the slow that comes out per 100 units. For 7 seconds as well. 7 seconds is a long time in the early laning stage.
Dyer's pick.
And you throw that with someone, I don't know, let's think of a hero with a lot of magic damage that you could throw out early. Someone like Leshrac, that they can't escape because they've been soul binded and they can't run away. So you split Earth and pop your Edict. And now they're taking an Ember Spirit. Perfect example. Ember Spirit with the Searing Chains and the Flame Guard on a hero that can't run away because they've been soul binded and they've been slowed that much while they're taking extra damage from the Flame Guard and the Searing Chains. Like, it's so hard to kind of keep an eye on that, like, keep yourself in that lane. Find the space to get XP and farm as well in the off lane. Because I imagine this is going to be Alliance's safe lane. We saw it 2 days ago. I don't know if it was Alliance that did it, but yeah, this was the safe lane in one of the games. The Keeper of Light, Ember Spirit, and nobody could get close to it. I think the Ember Spirit ended up getting like 3 or 4 kills during the laning stage. So Alliance here, it is a good combo, and if the Keeper of the Light does get through, it's probably a combo that you're going to see more and more of. And again, I just think it leads Keeper of the Light to, he's probably going to get a little bit of tweaking on the numbers of Solar Bind, but maybe before the first season actually. But yeah, for now he is in a really good place. The Will-o'-the-Wisp doesn't break channels anymore, so you can still TP out. If you've got a TP going in the Will-o'-the-Wisp and they've got no way to cancel it, you can still get away from that. But it's...
Dyer's ban.
There's the push potential coming out. The Enigma and the Beastmaster, Eidolons, Necrobucks, Boars. What are Alliance going to pick here to maybe look to clean this one up? Could go for the Nico Baby special, pick up the Medusa. But heroes like the Juggernaut, PA that gets a good start. Ursa isn't too bad as well. That builds the Battle Fury, that would be able to clean up a mob. Wouldn't be too bad here for the side of Alliance.
Radiant's ban.
Even a Faceless Void. Faceless Void would be pretty good in the sense that, I suppose you don't, if this it could be a mid-Ember Spirit. They could shift targets with the Beastmaster coming out here. Yeah, they do ban out the Juggernaut actually themselves, so not wanting to pick that one up.
10 seconds to go.
In terms of mid laners, they could run the Medusa mid lane, I guess. Enchantress would have been a good pick. Being able to steal the boar away from the Beastmaster early and then redirect the pressure back onto him. Other resolutions available. Farhad, it's because I'm only an affiliate, I'm not a partner. So with Twitch, you need to be a partner to offer other revolutions. Let's not offer, we've seen enough revolutions this year. To offer other resolutions, you can only do it as if you're a partner. So like, I'm nowhere near that I've still got to get like whatever the goals are to get partner with Twitch. So that's not me. So I can only put it out at one resolution at a time, mate. Sorry. Earth Spirit and Bristleback. Okay, we did see Bristleback. Was it Alliance? Yeah, it was. It was S4 that picked up Bristleback in the first game, and he ran the absolute. He ran the entire match. It was absolutely disgusting to watch.
5 seconds.
But what are they thinking of here on the side of Alliance? Again, looking at the mid laners, or even another support, Jakiro with the Macropyre and the Dual Breath, wouldn't be too bad for clearing off waves. Mid lane, Templar Assassin, something like a Sniper maybe, with the Shrapnel that can just slowly chip away. Maybe the Sniper's not enough because there's a whole lot of damage that the Necrobucks, the Boars, as well as the Eidolons can do before that Shrapnel really deals with them.
10 seconds to go.
Wraith King wouldn't be bad for the counter split push. Yeah, Timbersaw would have been another good hero in the offlane. Obviously, the Chakram, the Will and Death, just being able to deal with crowds of heroes. Zeus with the lightning, the chain lightning, could be an option. Good strong mid hero at the minute as well. We've seen it banned quite a few times, as the Monkey King will be removed here by Alliance. Yeah, I was talking about before, if you can get like a refresher, a refresher with an Octarine Core and the new Arcane Blink Dagger, you can get 3 Nimbuses up. 3 Nimbi? Nimboluses? You can get 3 Nimbus up anyway. Which is absolutely disgusting. Can you imagine a fight with his 3 Nimbus going? Shadow Shaman, again, we talked about it in an earlier draft, how powerful the Shadow Shaman is at the minute. The Axe Shot just offering the extra... getting tongue-tied here. Offering the extra Serpent Wards on the Shackles that last for 7 seconds. So if you catch a hero or a creep underneath the tower that you're sieging, you get those extra Serpent Wards for 7 seconds to do whatever with. It means that even when your main wards are down, you can still add a little bit of tower pressure out. Obviously, you do need to catch someone in the Shackles, but it's one of those items that Shadow Shamans are starting to prioritize, and I wouldn't be surprised here if this Shadow Shaman goes for it as well. So Alliance getting under a minute left with their picks.
Radiant's pick. Clockwork.
It's gonna be the Clockwork. Huh. Yeah, I get it. Because you want to find an angle to hook on the Enigma. If the Enigma ever gets a good black hole but the Clockwork's not in it, he can come in from an angle and just throw the hook out and completely stop that black hole.
5 seconds.
Cogs obviously is nice. The battery sort to chase heroes down with, but I suppose you've got to find the gap though. Try and thread the needle here from the Clockwork to get on that Enigma. But I suppose if you get close with your battery assault going as well, as long as you can get on top or close to the Enigma, it doesn't matter if you don't hit him directly with your hook.
Dyer's pick.
And we're going to see the Ursa Burr coming out for Mudgolems here instead of Alliance. I genuinely thought that would have been a good pick for Alliance, but this is the team fight potential. This is, you get on top of them, you rip them to shreds with those. Look at those claws. Those are some proper scurry. Are they nails? Because claws come up between the digits.
5 seconds.
Or as they come straight out of the nail. Maybe. We're getting sidetracked. Anyway, Alliance, what do they want to respond with? Wraith King wouldn't be too bad. Like I say, you've got the counter split push with the skeletons that come up before the Ursa gets the BKB as well. Wraith Fire Blast would be a good item just to try and keep the Ursa kited. It offers a team fight potential. Obviously, with having the reincarnate, having the 2 lives isn't anything to shake your head at. So, Wraith King wouldn't be too bad here. Again, Medusa with a Stone Gaze, there's a lot of disruption that can come out. It's going to be the Venomancer. Always forget about this hero. even after us, it gets like his magic protection, the BKB, anything like that. It's just the Venomancer still does decent amount of kiting to the Ursa. So Ursa is going to be in a little bit of trouble.
5 seconds.
If he does, I mean, looking at it though, there's a lot of control. Solar Bind, Searing Chains, literally everything Clockwork does, apart from the Rocket Flare. Venomancer, literally everything the Venomancer does as well. So there is a lot of crowd control coming out from the Alliance. It looks like they could be looking for a fight as well. The Venomancer wards will be able to offer a little bit of push potential onto towers.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
So yeah, it's
Dire's ban.
the options are there for Alliance in the fights to try and deal with these heroes. I suppose the only thing that Venomancer doesn't have is a stun to deal with the Enigma if everyone else gets Black Hold. So I guess Venomancer Basher coming to a game near you.
5 seconds.
Maybe a Hex, yeah. So yeah, Alliance, final ban. They ban out the Puck as well, the Troll. The ban here from Mudgolems. Alliance, what are they thinking of here? 2 seconds left on the reserve time. Banning out the Queen of Pain. I suppose it offers a lot of burst damage potential. It instantly clears off the Ember Spirit's Flame Guard, which you do want to be keeping going for a while because there's not a lot of magic damage. I suppose the Aftershock from the Shadow Shaman, the Beastmaster as well, and Axes once he starts going for those. Mallet Fists from the Enigma as well. Does a little bit, I think. But Queen of Pain would have just burst down the Ember Spirit's Flame Guard straight away. So Alliance, what is going to be the last hero?
5 seconds. Radiant's pick.
Ooh. Right, Razor is the most boringly plain. He is the James Milner, and if you're not a football fan, you probably don't get that. He is the
10 seconds to go.
white bread. Is that what Americans say for boring?
5 seconds.
Anyway, Razor is one of the most boring heroes in the game in terms of kit, but holy crap, is he not fun to fight with. Like, you just start dealing damage, just get those right clicks going. Yeah, man. He does a job, you know, he knows where he needs to fit in, and he just does a job. And if you can trap someone out in the Clockwork Cogs or the Searing Chains, or get them to stop moving because of the Keeper of the Light, you just sap damage all day. It doesn't matter how many Fury stacks the Ursa has if he's not doing any damage to go along with them.
Team's all set.
Okay.
Pick.
So, it's going to be Limp on the Razor, FNG picking up the Keeper of the Light, Nico Baby on the Ember Spirit, so it is going to be that pause 1 Ember Spirit, Handskin on the Clockwork, and S4 playing that offlane Venomancer just to get under the skin and into the blood of the Ursa. Meanwhile, 9 on the Shadow Fiend, Skitter. Right, people always tell me I'm pronouncing Skitter and Beaver or Biver, and Skitter or Skiter. I always get told I'm pronouncing those wrong, and I apologize if I am. I've always been told it's Skitter and Biver, or like not Beaver as in the animal. And 33 on the Beastmaster, and Fada playing the Enigma. Milk Toast. Yeah, okay. White bread's plain, right? Not boring. Anyway. Game number 1 of Alliance versus Mudgolems. This is for all of the conkers. This is for the top division of the DPC League. EU variant DreamHack ran For the Dream League Season 14 EU Upper qualifiers, it's going to be Alliance versus Mudgolems in game number 1. We have a game on our hands because looking at the lineups, I cannot say who I confidently think is going to win this. So, I'll leave it up to you, chat. Who do you think is going to win? As we dive head first. Let's get rid of this. Hanskin going straight boots as well. He wants to be a pain in the ass from the get-go. Battery assault on the... It's not going to be a support Enigma, right? No, it's got to be. Because there's Beastmaster Core and Shadow Fiend as well. Yeah, this is a support. That went over my head. So Skitty. Hanskin does have the boots. What's the movement speed difference? 310 to 355. He could try and run him down with the battery assault if he wants to try and skill this one up, but he does need to be a little bit careful of the Ursa. Maybe not with S4 now as well. The Poison Sting already been picked up. S4 serious about getting under the skin of Skiter.
30 seconds to go.
And with the clockwork being able to run you down, the slow from the Poison Sting being enough just to disrupt. Okay, so it's going to be Beaver. He's got his own boots, but he's still not as fast as the clockwork, to be honest. So if he gets on top of him with the battery assault, this is going to be a hard target to face. So Beaver going to go for a rotation. S4 is there though. The aftershock comes out. S4 playing body blocks, but Biver still gets to it now as well, but he's going to contend with the Poison Sting. Biver, there is no way to stop the TP, but it's going to be a whole load of damage coming the way for the Shadow Shaman. Look at him tick. Oh, Hanskin. Now there's a way to stop the TP. Hanskin, battery assault's going to be there. Stops Beaver from being able to escape from this, doing the damage, and it's only going to be about halfway through. 3/4. Beaver, the right clicks as well. One more, two more, stacks up. Hanskin, first blood. So that is not a great start there for the Mudgolems. Not a great start indeed. Limp stealing the damage. Shadow Fiend, yeah. Shadow Fiend has to go for the raises level 1 and not into the Necromastery, because this is the issue. If you get all of your damage stolen, the only way to do the damage is get those raises off to secure, which means you're not securing the spirits until you hit level 2. And look at this, okay. Just to push it up. I might keep this bar going, actually. Just to push it up. He has hit level 2 now, so he does have the Necromastery, which is going to be nice. Top lane. Shadow Shaman was wandering over, but Nico Baby and FNG playing it safe. Yeah, so 9. It's going to be good for him now that he's got the Necromastery up. He can start stacking the souls. But Limp's not going to give up on stealing the damage. You know, he's going to be a complete pain all the way through. As Farah taking a little bit of a harass. There's going to be the Venomous Gale as well. Hanskin wants to run this underneath the tower. Maybe not too far underneath the tower, as he will just be able to pick up the Eidolons. And no aggression towards the little clockwork from the tower. Meanwhile, the top lane, I think he's maybe make a dive here. FNG, he's actually not picked up the Solar Bind. Level 1 or 2-ish. He's gone for the Chakra Magic. Maybe a misclick? As Ember Spirit does have the Sleight of Fist, which is physical, but then the Searing Chains to come up. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Flame Guard stacking after that. Mid lane, how's Limp doing? Pulling these creeps back underneath the tier 1 tower. Yeah, just going to be able to farm those ones up. Oh, there could be couriers in trouble here now as well. Farah, level 2, so he is going to be able to pick up the Malefice. Just try and maybe dissuade Hanskin from coming forward here on the clockwork. Yeah, Chakra is still super good. It is quite a nice skill. Ooh, Courier gets taken down. Beaver gets a little bit of revenge. It's not a hero kill, but still, it's a death that came at the hands of Beaver. Yeah, I'm not going to slate this too much. Obviously, they are the pro players. There's a reason they're playing and I'm casting. It's just the build that I have been seeing is like 1 point into the Soulbind, 2 points into the Illuminate. But yeah, no, you're right. This is still pretty decent, especially when Nico Baby wants to be throwing out the damage. You know, when he gets... Let's see what he goes for. Unless it's going to be a kill in another lane, that's not Let's see what it goes for at level 3. It's going to be another point into the Sleight of Fist, actually.
No.
So just a little bit of extra damage. I guess in this game, yeah, you do want the Sleight of Fist up when you start contesting fights, just because you are looking to form up like the boars. The Eidolons do damage at a distance as well. You don't want to get caught out in the shackles. Illuminate will fly through, just doing a little bit of damage. Barbie just needs to back himself. Ow, if he gets caught there, it could be dangerous. Hanskin did rotate into the mid lane. Oh, are they trying to protect runes? Oh, Venomancer, what's he doing here? There's going to be the Earthshock to get on top of S4. S4 just needs to walk himself away. He does have his boots, and Skitter pretty darn slow, even with his boots. Just look, he gets down to 184, was that? On his movement speed. Skitter's being harassed out. 17 last hits to the 19 of the Venomancer. This is supposed to be the hard lane for the Venomancer, but he's having a whale of a time here. Throwing a banana skin under Skitter's farm. Barda. Hanskin's only level 2. He's done a little bit of roaming. Let S4 get some solo XP. Earthshock comes out though. Skitter does need to be careful. His top lane. Biver's hanging around. The solar bind will come out now. Slows him down. Nico baby doesn't want to be coming too far forwards though. He's got a lane to farm, baby. Earthshock once again. Skitter, this could be a big one though. If he dives in with the battery assault here, Skitter could be in trouble. There's going to be the Malefice, but Skitter, the cogs come out. He will be able to get the kill. Can he get himself out? The Malefice will wear off. Yeah, S4 even gets a tip out of it. So 9 in the mid. How's he doing here? 21 to 5. It's not bad, is it? You know, he's keeping pace. He's actually a little bit ahead of the Razor. Is there going to be a deep rotation through from Hanskin? Again, level 3. He's not picked up another skill just yet. Probably going to be another point into the battery assault. But 9 has moved back. Yeah, he sees the clockwork coming in. He sees quite a lot, actually. This is such a great ward because it covers all 3 angles. As long as you're sitting around here, you can always get yourself back behind the tier 1 tower. And Venomancer again, Skitter, just going to be taking a whole lot of harass coming through. Ursa, just... He's playing it safe. You know, what's he actually got coming out on the courier? It looks like... Is he going to go for a Battle Fury? I know it's just the casual Ring of Health for now. But does he think he's going to get the farm for a Battle Fury now as well as 9? Limp, does he want to try and dive this with the Eye of the Storm up? Oh, Shadow Shaman might actually go down here. He's going to be using his stick to get himself back healthy, but one more battery assault. Sleight of Fist, there you go. Corralling him into the path of the Ember Spirit to get that kill. Venomous Gale as well as the Poison Nova has been used. Skitter is ticking low. Is it going to be enough to get him the kill though? I think it might not be. He's in denied range. Does he tick down? He still ticks down. And Fada might go with him. Oh, it's going to be the double kill from the Grave S4. Rotation into the mid lane though. They've got the shackles onto the clockwork just out of range of the tier 1 tower. Limp already stolen the damage. Top lane. How's 33 doing? Let's take a look at the net worth. We've not actually checked in with the Beastmaster. We've taken a look at the top lane, but we've not actually checked in with the Beastmaster for quite a while. So what's that? 1250, 1325. So he's about 200 gold away, 150 gold away from having the level 1 Necrobucks. It's whether the Nico Baby then wants to leave the lane and let 3-3 have the space to push out here, or whether Nico Baby's just going to keep the pressure on wherever 3-3 rotates to here. Hanskin, what's he doing? Just trying to do a little bit of scouting, as Ursa's been forced to the jungle. It is going to be the Battle Fury coming out for Ursa eventually. But it's going to be a long time off. Again, 8 minutes in, and he's still not got, not counting the Quelling Blade, any components. Oh, mid lane, are they going to try and make a dive onto the Shadow Fiend here? They've got him trapped in the cogs. 9 couldn't get the raises off, and Limp will be able to get himself back out. Ursa, Shadow Shaman didn't move over in time. Just using the Sleight Fist, just letting 33 know he's there.
Illusion.
How's he doing in terms of levels as well? Level 6. So the Raw is available here on 33 if he maybe wants to look for a rotation after this Necro bucks up. This is quite nice as well. Just the extra spell damage. I know it's only a little bit of damage on the Raw. Oh, Nico Baby, straight Remnants away. Doesn't want to get caught in the shackles or a Raw. 3 heroes here. Was the team to back it up, or is this going to be the push in onto the tier 1 tower? So it looks like Ember Spirit's going to be safe for now. Raze is coming through, doing a little bit of damage over to Nico Baby, but he's going to be fine with that. They're looking for the gank on the rotation, but this ward will spot it out. And Keeper of the Light just stays clear. Yeah, F&G playing it safe. As S4's got a clear path to this tier 1 tower. You might see Fata in the trees, maybe? Or maybe not. And these Eidolons just coming over to do a little bit of dewarding. But this will still keep the pressure onto this tier 1 tower in the bot lane. Fada actually shows himself now as well. Fada, level 6. He doesn't have the mana. He didn't use the mango for the black hole. Maybe he didn't want to use it. Didn't know where the rest of the alliance were. So instead he's just going to TP away. I genuinely thought he was going to try and get S4 in the black hole underneath the tower. Venomancer just instantly pops the Poison Nova. And Fada gives up. You know what? Top lane. Biber's coming in close. The Illuminate's going to be there as well as the Plasma Field. And Biber's going to be taking a whole load of damage. The Storm, it's doing enough. Limp, is he going to be able to get anything more out of this? He's still on a whole load of damage from 33. The Shackles with the Searing Chains as well as the Sleight of Fist. 33 is going to go down here as well. Nico Baby gets himself a double. And 9. Well, he's looking, but he's not going to get anything out of this. And this is kind of the issue again. Fada, he needs a whole host of items. He wants the Blink Dagger, but he also wants to go for like Guardian's Greaves. He's already got the Mana Boots, but he wants the BKB so he can't be interrupted with the Black Hole because there's a whole lot of interrupts on the side of Alliance. So it's just, we saw it, was it game 2 of Vikings were the Enigma, or was it game 1? No, it was game 1, wasn't it? Where Vikings just couldn't get anything off. Well, now the Black Hole actually comes out into the Ember Spirit. It's going to be a whole lot of damage now as well. And here I was saying that was going to be a long way away, but commit it for one hero, still completely worth, especially for Nico Baby with all those escapes. Oh, you get the counter Limp.
Radiant's bottom towers seen better days. Have fun trying to bust down Radiant structures now.
Yeah, these Plague Wards are just going to be ripping away at the tier 1 tower. He does convert the siege creep though, which is going to be a little bit of pressure off, but S4 can just keep throwing out the Venomous Gale, keep putting up these Plague Wards, keep putting the pressure onto this bottom lane. And again, Fata, he's got no Black Hole this time, so he can't even try and Black Hole S4, wait for the rest of his team to rotate in. S4 just takes the tower. He's going to be fine with that, going towards a Yule Scepter here now as well. Meanwhile, Hanskin is level 7. We've not checked in on the Clockwork in a while. The Vision, does he want to try and make a move on to 9? Probably not sensible. He might not know that 33 as well as the Shadow Shaman are about. But again, with the rest of his team being not close underneath the tier 1 tower, it's not sensible. It's not great. So S4 pushing through onto the tier 2 tower mid. Vib in the break. I will post the Wepas console commands that I use. That gives you pretty much, like, I can take my hands off the controls for the camera during team fights because it just tracks heroes. Like, I'm not touching the camera right now. As Limp comes in onto Fata, Fata going to be chased down here. He's going to try and go for the... It doesn't have a Black Hole available. The Malphite comes out and Limp gets another kill.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
This tier 1 tower, again, being put under pressure by the Plague Wogs now. Ooh. The Necrobucks, Necro 2s even, are out from the Beastmaster, so 33. Where's he going to look to put pressure on with this? Or is he going to try and, you know, Mudgolems, do they want to try and fight this one out? Nine and Biver going for the long wraparound. They might find FNG though. Yule Scepter's going to be there. 9 is going to be able to do anything about this. He's going to be a great ultimate Biver with the Aftershock. Does secure the kill, but 9 could be in a little bit of trouble now. He will be taken down on the backlines. Limp once again. The hook shot comes in onto the Shadow Shaman. He's got trapped in the cogs. And Nico Baby picks up a good kill though. A decent amount of gold. Is that going to be the Maelstrom? It is the Maelstrom flying out here for the Ember Spirit.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Well, the chase is on. 33 is going to be able to get himself away from this. The roar comes out. The blade mail on the racer though. 33 going to be locked down. Maybe a few more seconds. S4 rotates in. The Venomous Guild and the Poison Nova as well. They might want to try and turn this one around after they get the kill onto 33. He will tick down eventually. And now the chase is on. Hanskin, he's got those battery assaults in the next couple of seconds, but the Yule Scepter comes through from 9. He's got no Requiem of Souls, so he's not going to be able to throw the ultimates out, but the Hex comes through. Hanskin trapped in the shackles. Nico Baby, everybody's saying, sorry bro, we can't back you up there. A little bit too deep for us.
Dire's top tower's getting knocked down.
As Limp does TP to the top. Do they have vision here? It looks like the... Well, they'll see Skitter now. There's the plasma field, the drain. He's going to go for the TP. Anything to disrupt this. No, he's good.
Never refuse gold given.
I suppose that's the issue of this lineup. There's only really the Clockwork and the Ember Spirit that can disrupt a TP. Limp going towards a BKB. So yeah, there's nothing unless Razor goes back for a Yules. Actually, Venomancer was going for a Yules. Oh, they're going to try and fight this one mid. 9 already caught in the cogs. What damage can they do here? The Yule Scepter comes out. 9 trying to get himself away. The Plasma Field is going to be rooted in place by the Searing Chains. Ticks down. S4 gets the kill. And now it looks like they might be able to go a little bit further now as well. Enigma, Black Hole is available, but Farah just has to back himself away and maybe give up this tier 1 tower to the side of the Alliance.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. Radiant structures must have been fortified. Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up. Radiant's mid tower's getting the what for?
Ursa does have the Battle Fury. I think he literally just finished it off. So that's going to get him started on the net worth, I guess. But yeah, it's still a long road for the Ursa here. Are they going to try and make something happen here? They can stack up here by over 33, Farah behind, but Farah has no way to close the gap, so they'd be looking at Shackles and Raw to set up for a Black Hole. They're going to be able to at least take the tier 1 tower.
Right now. Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
As Nico Baby just carries on farming here. The Maelstrom's up. Ooh, Philosopher's Stone. That's going to be nice for the Cottle. It means that he can move into... He's already got the mechanism up. I wonder if he goes for the full Guardian's Greaves. Oh, Roche. Being started. They scan this one out, though. The Cavalry, or the Alliance at least, is on the way. You'll set her up so they could try and take someone out. Yeah, instantly Earthshock's out of the pit here, Roster. Doesn't want to get caught in there. Not with things like the Cogs, the Hook, the Poison Nova coming through. Nico Baby and literally everything that he does. So Hanskin looking to do a bit of farm. This is actually... Do you give this over to the Venomancer? Does he take that? because in fights, you immediately want to put the Poison Nova on cooldown. Speaking about fights, Hanskin, though, what's he going to be able to do? He's caught in the Serpent Wards. This might be the death of Hanskin. He will be taken down. 33 actually gets it with the balls in the Necrobucks, so they're at least going to be able to farm this one up as a reply here, Alliance, but they do give up a Clockwork. Shadow Fiend, BKB for him, still on brown boots as well. How's Fada's farm looking? As he's going towards those Guardian's Greaves. Again, it is going to delay the BKB or the Blink Dagger, depending on what Fada wants to go for after the Guardian's Greaves. At nearly 20 minutes in. And you have to rely on the rest of your team for initiation. Which isn't too bad, because you do have a decent amount with the Beastmaster, with the Shadow Shaman. Even Ursa being able to Earthshock and slow heroes down. It's not too bad. You've got your own Malefice as well. So there is definitely engagement tools. You know, it's not Blink Dagger or Bust. As Ursa's still behind on terms of net worth. It looks like Alliance, they know that the Battle Fury Ursa's up, so they want to be pressuring us 4 and 5 where they can find it.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Limp, they're going to continue to push and put pressure onto this tier 1 tower. Fortification will be used. Meanwhile, Hanskin gets dragged back.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Who else is he bringing in here? Limp. This is the great advantage of having the FNG. He's like a forward operating base that you can just drag heroes into. Speaking of dragging heroes, it's going to be pushed back by the Cogs now. So Skitter, Nico Baby does have the Searing Chain Slight Fist combo. Just needs to wait for that rage to wear off, and Skitter will be falling. Limp gets himself a 4th kill of the game. And Ursa, a 3rd death.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower. Dire's mid tower's been disarmed.
I wonder if Limp goes for the Aghanim Scepter. Because it's still the building, right? Strikes 2 different units in one and damage structures. Yeah, this is great for sieging, by the way. If you're ever playing Razor, again, this is my 2K opinion, and you start to get ahead and you get to the point where you just want to be hitting buildings, always pick up this Aghanim Scepter. So says me, and I am never wrong. At least on my stream, I'm never wrong, because there's no one to contest me.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
S4, gonna go for a halberd. Wants to completely take the Ursa out of the fight. So the Plague Ward just gonna be slowing down the push in the mid lane. Yeah, S4, is he setting up to bait? It doesn't even look like he's setting up to bait. He's just setting up to de-push this mid lane. Top lane, you got FNG. Throwing out Illuminates. Fortification does come through now as well, so he's going to be able to clean up these creep wards, the Serpent wards. As, again, getting cute with the denies on the wards. But 33. Okay, no Necrobook for the next 50 or so seconds. Eidolons are a second away though. So they are going to start the push once again. These Necrobooks, oh, they're already up. So they're most of the way through. Illuminate's going to be there. Nico Baby actually wants to dive, but Fada just didn't want to try and target the Enigma there. A Skidder, just still farming in terms of net worth. He's catching up. He's only about 1,000 gold behind. Not even that, he's about 500 gold behind the Venomancer. But again, Alliance need to look to maybe press this advantage, and press the advantage they will. Nico Baby going to be coming in with the Remnant Spider, could be in a little bit of trouble. Where's the Searing Chains to come out? Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains is going to be able to track at least the Shadow Shaman and kill him off. And now, 26 seconds on the Shadow Shaman. He does have the buyback available, but maybe they move into the pit. Maybe not. Maybe just put pressure onto the tier 2s. As S4, again, with the Plague Wards, will be able to start to put the pressure on. He's going to take a couple of tower shots. Scatter. Oh, back lines are going to be going in. Searing Chains, Slight Fist combo though. Nico Baby, what's he going to be able to do here? Ursa, the rage is up, but a lot of it's being wasted here by the Yule Scepter. So now 9 BKB is going to be popped. He's going to be going on with the Requiem of Souls as well. It's going to chase away the Keeper of Light just because of the fear. He's able to pop the mechanism, so he's going to be healthy for now. Nico Baby's going to be going back in with a Slight Fist, but no Searing Chains onto 9. And there should be a tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Pressure being applied here by Alliance. They are squeezing Mudgolems, and they want them to pop. So the tier 2 tower goes. Hanskin even moving over to the top lane, just using that battery assault to clean off the creep wave. And I think the rest of Alliance are going to move over here now as well, just to push this one in.
Top towers
maybe try and take another fight. Smoke's going to be coming out from the Mudgolems though. They're hanging around Roshan Alliance. Is this what they want to be doing? Rosh is out of the pit. It's going to be a little bit of a bait. Oh, the haste. Ursa's not going to pick it up. Actually leaves it for 9. Now the smoke's going to break. Hex is there. The Serpent Wards as well. Venomancer, what's he going to be able to do? The hook comes in instantly. He's already used that Poison Nova. The Yule Scepter to keep it inside the Plague, the Serpent Ward. So can he get himself out of this? He's going to be taking a lot of damage away from those Necrobucks. They take down a Hanskin, but there's going to be an instant reply onto Biver by Nico Baby. And it looks like they might be able to kill off S4. S4 inside of the pit. Does he want to try and proc the Roshan? He's getting close. The Whirling Axes aren't going to be on the mark. Limp pops the Eye of the Storm. The chase is on now as well. Nico Baby. Slide of Fist, Searing Chains, he's actually going to be able to catch 2 onto the high ground. Enigma, he holds the Black Hole, the Remnant flies through now as well. They take down Fada, 33 with the TP. Is there going to be enough damage? There is. Nico Baby gets it, another Sleight of Fist, and it's going to be 3 heroes dead on the side of Mudgolems for 1 Hanskin. And in terms of trades, Alliance would take that all day long. And again, Fada couldn't even get off that black hole. I'm sorry to carry on banging on about this. It's not Fada's fault. Obviously, the rest of the team, there's the idea with Enigma being the push hero as well. So it's not just a black hole hero. The Eidolons are great for pushing as well. It's just with the amount of lockdown, it's hard to fit the Enigma in the lineup at the minute, which is to the benefit of Alliance. They're playing around it so well, making sure that Fada just can't get these black holes off. So now S4 with the halberd to try and deal with the Ursa and his right clicks, maybe even the Shadow Fiend, because you've got to think he's still doing, what's that, over 200 damage per hit.
Never refuse gold given.
So yeah, it might not be too bad to use it on the Shadow Fiend either. That's if the Ursa's been kited or dealt with, but it's not just the Ursa item. It's a good item against the Ursa. Mudgolems need to come back. Oh, they dropped the Serpent Wards as well for a tier 1. Alliance are going to pressure this one in. The fortification comes out. Siege creep, the drag back onto Limp now as well. Limp is actually going to go towards the Assault Curious. So this tier 3 tower, it's getting low. The Midnight Pulse to try and deal with the creeps and proc that backdoor protection. And Limp's taking a few shots. So yeah, Limp should be fine here now as well. Good survivability on him. 2.4k health as well as the blade mail. The extra armor, 21 armor. He's a whole lot to get through, to fight through with that blade mail as well. So he can sit in the fight, pop his Eye of the Storm, pop his plasma fields. It's actually going to pop it to farm. Okay. That's fair enough, as tier 3s are available now. So let's see what gets dropped here.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Keeper of the Light can keep the siege up during daytime with the Illuminate. Yeah, Nico Baby, I think he's just going to try and pressure this tier 3. I think if they can get the wards down, get that long-range detection, they can maybe try and set up for a Roche. But there's no real great Roche killers on the side of Alliance. Not a whole lot of minus armor. The decent right-click potential from the Razor. Obviously, Nico Baby as well, depending on what build he's gone for. He's actually gone for the Maelstrom into the Aghanim Scepter, which is a lot of magic damage, a good amount of fight as well. I wonder if he goes for the Shard here. The extra burn on the shard, I've been told it's a luxury item, you know, it's not going to ever be rushed by Ember Spirits, but I still think it's pretty good. It's effectively dropping how much damage does Radiance do per second? 60. So it's 3/4 of a Radiance burn in 600 AoE. And there's no way to kill the Fire Remnants as well. They just stay until they fade. So S4, what's he going for next? It's gonna be the Shiva's Guard. Again, it just adds to what's the BKB on the Earth? So BKB is up, but it's just you pop a Poison Nova with a Shiva's Guard on the top of it as well, and Mudgolems should literally stop in their tracks with the amount of movement slow coming out here from the side of S4. Rocket Flare for the reveal. 33. He's got his Blink Dagger up, his level 3 Necrobucks, going back for drums, just to help out with the fights. In fact, he's only got brown boots still, which isn't bad. That's not awful. You have 403 movement speed, just because of the Archer Aura, which you always want to be popping when it's up, I guess, to try and take the fights. Speaking of fights, S4 coming forwards. The Remnant, it comes in. DP's going to be able to catch 2 with the Searing Chains. BKB comes out from 9. The Yules as well as the Hex. Nico Baby goes in a little bit too deep for the rest of his team. But S4, are they going to carry on going here now as well with the Serpent Wards being dropped? They don't want to fight around those. So Nico Baby, a rare mistake this much for him. He just goes while the rest of his team can't catch up. Forgets he's a rocket. And they're... what's an apt description? Snails? Or he's a race car and the soapbox cars? Go-karts? Anyway, FNG. Yeah, this Agnum Shard's really nice for sieging, obviously during the daytime. Because what's 40%? 55, I'm not doing maths. It's just shy of 300.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
Survivor. Looking, he's got his 4 staff out.
Getting beat down.
Which is, I mean, it's good for like the cogs, I guess, to force your heroes up. But there's so much lockdown that even with the 4 staff, I'm not slating him for picking it up. It's a good item. You know, it's going to come in handy during the fights, and obviously it's an option to go for. Something else would have been the Glimmer Cape as well, but that's kind of the same issue, that you get trapped and there's reveal and there's a whole lot more lockdown to come. As Alliance do smoke up. Where's that rotation going to come from? I like this as well. Clockwork. The overclocking. Yes, it's a risk in the fights. After 8 seconds, you know, you are stunned for 4. But if you think you're going to be more helpful getting in, hooking, cogs, dropping the battery assault, and then doing it all over again, 8 seconds, it's a long time in Dota 2, in a team fight as well. As Roshan will be picked up, Nico Baby. Got a rod of Atos in his backpack. That's how rich he is at the minute. Even Razor. After the Assault Curious comes out. Curious. So Venomancer, they're going to start the push in. Tier 3 tower looking pretty low. 544 health left. Do they want to go in with the Plague Worlds now as well? Eidolons have been popped. Midnight Pulse, but with the Illuminate, it's going to keep them pretty darn healthy. Lincoln Sphere's been popped. Ember Spirit now as well. Earthshock comes in. What are they going to be able to do? Looking for the black hole, maybe. It's not coming out yet. Requiem Souls, but now the black hole. It's going to catch at least the Venomancer. Aegis has been popped. Can they fight into this? Fata's going to go down, as well as the Venomancer now as well, but it's going to be the buyback from Fata. What can they do? The Raw backline. Hook comes in, stuns 3 of them up, keeps them locked down, but it's going to be buybacks for pretty much everybody on the side of Mudgolems. They need to keep everyone going. 9 pops to the blade mail on Limp, and Limp, he's hexed up. 33 comes forward now as well. They're going to be able to take down 4 out of the 5. As FNG bravely runs himself away from this fight, but it's going to cost him, what's that, 3 buybacks, 4 deaths overall, 6 deaths overall actually, because 5 deaths overall? Again, I didn't come to the stream to do maths. I'm here to cast, not do maths. But yeah, so 3 buybacks, 4 deaths altogether, and the death on 9 the second time, so that's, yeah, 5 kills. It does open 33 the push potential here to the tier 2 tower in the top lane. You're really trying to take, well, not control, but push the creep equilibrium back the other way here on the side of Mudgolems. Because this game's nowhere near over. Yes, it's a 17k net worth lead. Yes, Alliance are 11 kills ahead. But we've seen games turn on the head in an instant. So they've got to worry about the buybacks, I guess. The status, that's going to be pretty bad if they do get caught up. But one good team fight, that's a tier 2 tower. Another good team fight, that might be a tier 3 and a set of racks with the push potential that Mudgolems have. So they can carry on going here. And let's see, S4, is he playing bait? Because Limp's still dead, Nico Baby's not close by. Oh, FNG, he's going to be one that gets caught out. Yeah, the Hex into the Earthshock now as well. S4, does he want to carry on going here? He's got to be careful. Again, 5 heroes on the side of Mudgolems. I know he's brave, he's farmed, but S4, be careful, boy.
And it's off.
Maybe just trying to catch someone out that comes for the rune. Yeah, it is the best of 3. So it doesn't matter who loses this game. There's going to be at least one more game to come. Obviously, you want to win. Everybody wants to win. So 9. BKB. That's down to 6 seconds. Shadow Fiend. Just hanging forwards. He's starting to catch up with the net worth of S4 now. How's Enigma looking? He does have that Blink Dagger, the BKB up, so he didn't finish off the Guardian's Greaves straight away. Can go back for those now. But that's going to be good protection. Just trying to get these black holes off in fights. The TP back though. Where are they going with this here on the side of Mudgolems? We're going to get a smoke. Rotation through. The vision S4, he does show. Smoke's going to break. Skidder needs to move himself back. Serpent Waltz comes out. Where's he going to dive though? Limp, he's got that BKB going already. Now he's going to come through with the Cream of Souls. Hans is going to be forced away with the fear. Black Hole comes out onto Limp, so now Skidder can come back. Right click him down. But in the mid lane, it's going to be S4. He pops that Poison Nova now as well. The pushback from the Blinding Light. The slow from the Solar Bind. They take down 33. They take down 9. Can they take down Skidder as well? He's going to Earthshock down to his doom. No buybacks available. Tier 3 tower is this time going to be taken by Alliance. In fact, with this tower being so low, they could potentially open 2 lanes of racks, maybe even just go for the finisher with no buybacks available apart from the Shadow Shaman. But it looks like it's just going to be Nico Baby leading the line. Yeah, they want 2 lanes of racks out of this.
Radiant's mid-rags is taking a licking.
And that's 1. That's 2 melees.
Radiant's top
Can they go for a 3rd? It's just less than a minute. They might even go to finish the game here. The Glepnir comes out for Ember Spirit.
mid-towers get
The 5-man wipe. Mudgolems have to call GG. 37.5 minutes in. Alliance take game number 1 away from Mudgolems, giving them point advantage, looking for this upper bracket qualifier. So Alliance, they need 1 more game, and they force themselves through to the first season DPC Upper League, hosted by DreamHack. Meanwhile, Mudgolems, if they do go down in the next match, it's not over for them just yet. They will play up in the loser bracket finals tomorrow, which is going to be, yeah, Chicken Fighters versus Hellbear Smashers, and then Hippo Maniacs versus the loser of this series. Losers of those drop down to the lower DPC season. The winner of those, I'm pretty sure, go up to the upper DPC. So it's completely not over. If you lose here, you still get another chance to hit upper. But for now, guys, yeah, no, there's no official coverage.